We are going because this damn thing keeps cutting on.
It missed us or something.
I had to bring Toya in here because y'all not gonna argue back and forth with me about R. Kelly.
Don't make me come get my belt. Don't you better leave my friend alone. Don't you do this. Don't you do it.
Whoa! It is Wednesday, Curls and Scoop. I've had a really rough day today.
Yes.
It's Wednesday, Curls and Scoop. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture, and Toya is here for the reinforcement.
Yes.
Let's get this hug in. Let's get it.
Oh, I miss this so much. I'm gonna just start doing this regular every day, just cause.
First off,
I'm gotta get them together.
R. Kelly. I'm damned if I do, if I'm damned if I don't.
Child.
I go from being criticized, well, you too hard on him, to you don't understand prison reform.
What?
He in prison for a reason. I know he's in prison for
Yes.
a reason. I'm not saying they should let him out.
Yes, he should stay there.
But a
Correct.
human being has to be treated like a human being.
Yes.
Who over-medicated him in jail? Oh. Harper, who did it? Who gave him all that damn medicine?
One of
He
y'all
almost
did it.
died.
The warden, what's going on in your
They
prison?
need to find out what happened.
Yes.
Another thing that is cause for discussion. If he's, all right, maybe he's trying to gaslight people, but he says he's got these blood clots in his legs and his lungs because all hell's going to break loose if he dies. If he feels his life is threatened, they should move him.
You have to stop.
It's going to be a mess if something happens
Yes,
to him.
it will.
It will really be a mess. Move him to another prison. I know Cal's want to go home.
But
You're not
baby,
going home.
You're not. Sit down, get comfortable. Just
Yeah.
go on to another prison.
Yeah.
Because you ain't going nowhere.
But I remember I would get dragged.
Y'all
For
gotta stop.
you too hard on him. To, you must be one of his supporters. No,
You don't have to stop
I ain't one of his supporters
at all.
He's a human being. Let's talk about the Diddy trial, which had to be suspended today.
Okay, wow.
They've been watching the freak off videos.
What? Oh, okay.
They've been watching the
They yours.
videos. One of them got vertigo.
What in the shifting? What's happening?
A lot on them freak off videos. So there is no trial tomorrow because tomorrow's a holiday. It's Juneteenth.
Okay.
They resume on Friday.
Okay.
Now, who was juror number 6? Who was that guy that got kicked off?
Yeah, what happened?
A guy that wasn't in the Diddy, didn't care for media or celebrity,
Okay.
and didn't like hip-hop music. He liked Spanish music. He got kicked off because he wouldn't be honest about where he lived. Does he live in Jersey or live in New York?
It sound like a little scam. Somebody trying not to pay some money somewhere.
Yeah, so he wasn't. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter. I'm waiting for the Gayle King interview. He's supposed to be sitting down with Gayle King.
She probably gonna be looking at him like she was looking at R. Kelly.
I know.
That's what I'm
know.
saying.
He is taking legal action over her guardianship, saying that Wendy has to be saved.
You ain't had nothing to do while she in this predicament, but you gonna come and save her.
You just deciding now that we have a problem?
Where's Shireen and the baby? The baby still crying?
She left. Wendy says she has nothing to do with it, but Kevin says he's doing it for Wendy.
Okay. Gail, we waiting on you, girl.
We waiting on this interview.
You done came from space.
Yeah.
Now come on, I
Now
need to
come
see
on.
this.
Now come on. We want to see this
Done
interview.
twisted that wig back.
Yeah. Tyler Perry. A very hard story for me to even talk about.
I don't like it. No.
I don't like it either. Tyler Perry says it's all lies and he won't be shaken down. Tyler, I wish I was a root in your life.
Come on.
What is the root? That person that can help you keep you grounded.
Woof.
Tell you, don't give a person a stick. They're going to beat you over the head.
Yep.
How convenient was it for this white actor who was in The Oval, who was in the R one? What was the?
It was a show or a movie?
One of Ruthless.
Okay.
One of his TV shows. If this allegedly started in 2019, this man saved all 260 text messages. Ooh. See, you got to know when you are a target.
Yes.
And you rich.
Baby, and people looking for a come up.
They're looking for a come up.
It's the staff. What are you doing?
Yeah, This can't happen.
Mm-mm.
For you're going to be a target.
Yes.
When you look at the number
Maybe.
of black male celebrities that have been targeted. Now, I'm not saying that they was right.
No, Shannon. Okay.
I'm not saying you was right.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But knowing you are being set up and you must protect not only your life, but your private life at all costs. Because I'm from the school of we ain't out here trusting nobody.
Not a soul.
He saved them all. This is kind of like a scam or a shakedown.
Yes.
A very unfortunate time. That great speech, BET.
Child.
Great movie, Straw, on Netflix.
Yep.
Got a new Medea movie coming out July 11th.
Too much in the balance, Tyler.
Yup. The young man kept saying he was afraid of being fired. He was afraid that he didn't have a drink with them. He would kill off his character. Nope, he stayed around just enough.
Yes.
So he could report you $260 million. This is my question, Toya.
Mm-hmm.
Where could it go from here? To prove him wrong? Go to trial?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what happens next? Defamation of character?
Yeah. And I just hate to say this, but you got to be prepared for others now, if there are any. And we are starting to see more videos of when Christian Keys, when he made assumptions. Now that's trending again. Tyler, you have to be careful. I don't want this for him. I don't.
No.
I don't.
You got work to do.
Moving forward. He matters too much for the culture.
Yep.
That man does too much good in this world and for people and his own people who look like him. You got to move differently going forward.
You do.
You have to.
This can't happen. You still got work to do.
Ooh.
I remember the first time I interviewed him.
Mm.
And they was like, can you interview this guy named Tyler Perry? Here I go, who that?
What?
And I interviewed him and hit it off with him instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I was in one of his productions when he came to Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And this is the funny part. It was one of the Why Didn't I?
Okay.
Why Didn't I? It wasn't Why Didn't I Get Married?
Okay.
But it was one of the early ones.
Mm-hmm.
The early 2000s. I am notoriously clumsy before the stroke.
Mm-hmm.
I was notoriously clumsy.
Aww.
So I played this character that got on his nerves.
Mm-hmm.
And he came after me with the gun. Well, I went racing off the stage, tripped and fell like Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, no! Over the ottoman.
Did I know that I was pregnant?
Patty.
I know. I didn't know I was pregnant. So I went tripping like Dick Van Dyke.
You know what?
And Tyler was like, you all right? He was like, was that a part of what we were supposed to be doing?
Was that an improv or something?
And I was like, I'm fine. The last time I saw him was 10 years ago, and it was the day I had the stroke. Mm-hmm. I had to host one of his shows.
Yep.
And I still went on and host because I didn't understand what was happening. I kept getting weaker by the hour. Mm. That was the last time that I saw him and took a picture with him. He came back a few years after that, and he was already in character, and he didn't take pictures when he was in character. Yeah. I know how important he is to people in their lives and how kind he has been to me throughout my career. And he was always grateful. Like, Patty gave me a chance. And nobody wanted to talk to him. They were like, well, who is this guy?
And people do not forget. People do not forget the ones who were good to them.
And that's why I am so protective of him. And I wish I was your root. Because just can't. I don't want to hear about another case. I don't want no more people coming out of the woodwork. You got to move differently.
You have to.
You are on a whole nother level. What you do in your private life is your business. But don't let people use things against you.
Cannot.
These text messages,
baby,
are nothing but a great old stick.
Since
a great
2021.
Big stick. 2019.
Lord have mercy. Oh God. Okay.
They will use your influence for their payday.
Yes, they will.
You work hard. Don't let anybody stain your reputation.
60 million. He out of his mind.
$260 million.
What? Hey, what you keep going back?
Because he was building. He was building a case against him. Tyler says it's all lies. He won't be shaken down. Anne Burrell of the Food Network star, you guys were, everyone was shook.
Yeah.
She died of a massive heart attack. Her husband found her in the shower. She was 55 years old.
Wow.
55 years old. Locally here, one of the deans of TV died. Consumer reporter, Alzheimer advocate, Orion Reed, 4-decade career in TV, Channel 10 for years. We were inducted into the Broadcasters Hall of Fame the same time in 2018.
Wow.
I don't think she was there, Toya, because you were there.
Yeah, I was there, and I don't remember seeing her.
Because I think that's when Alzheimer's had started to
really.
take over her life. She was not only the first woman, she was the first African American woman to chair the National Alzheimer's Organization. She became involved with it because her mother came down. She became an advocate. When I went through with my mom Alzheimer's, she came in and taught me and shook my hand and held my hand so I can understand what was happening. For everyone who says, you're always talking about either Alzheimer's or strokes.
Okay.
Because I know the journey that I went through.
Thank you.
And you got to recognize it in your loved ones. You can't dismiss it. And you can't act like, well, this ain't happening.
Stop, because it is.
Because it is.
And it progresses very fast.
Yeah. So you got to know. And when people tell you there's so many different offshoots, it's a cruel and
yes, it is.
Cruel disease. Cruel disease. That shook me today. It did. Another thing that shook me, this today that shook me, I said, Tori, you got to come in. A lot of people don't know why we're celebrating Juneteenth.
Y'all know what?
Tori, they don't. Tori, you go and take a toll and see what people say.
Y'all can't
a lot
do
of people,
a little Google search.
Juneteenth. It is June 19th. It's a federal holiday that was put into action in 2021 under President Biden.
Yes.
It was June 19th, 1865, the day that all people living in the U.S., including formerly enslaved, were granted freedom.
Come on.
You celebrate June, the emancipation for our ancestors, for those who didn't make it across the journey across the Atlantic, for those who did survive and went through cruelty
and built this country. Slavery, a painful moment in American history that we cannot ignore.
Nope.
And we must never forget. They want to erase our history.
You see them. In these books and stories and history. No. Slavery is the ugly part. One of the ugly parts, because there are many parts.
Yes, there are.
In American history.
Kicked it off.
Yeah. They want us to not know, and we must know, and we must teach our children. Because they're not going to teach it in school.
Child, that's the trajectory we on.
Yeah, they're not going to teach us. They don't want us to know about Juneteenth.
Nope.
It ain't no damn red velvet cake and a barbecue.
Thank you. And shout out to Texas, because without them, we wouldn't have really known about it at all.
We wouldn't have.
We wouldn't. I didn't grow up learning nothing about no Juneteenth.
Those southern states, y'all, we up north. They ain't tell us.
They ain't
just
tell
like
us nothing.
they tell y'all that slavery ended. Well, they ain't tell us about the importance of Juneteenth. It is now starting to pick up steam, and we have to teach our own.
We will never forget.
Thank you for coming in.
Anytime.
Hope you all have a great Juneteenth.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel. Your menopausal auntie. Y'all know what y'all want to get.
I love you so much.
Crying. I'm upset.
It's levels. It's reality. This is why they tune in. Yes, this is why they keep coming back for more.
Leave a comment. If y'all want to still fight with me, come on,
Now-
because I got toy.
Don't have me come and get my belt. Just don't think because you don't see me every time that I ain't here.
She here.
Because she's here,
She
sweetie.
here.
Don't
She
play.
here. But leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video.
Yes.
It's going to be, what, 18 hours that I've been up.
Oh, friend.
We're going to get ready for
We're about to go
Juneteenth.
lay it down.
Yes. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you as I lose my voice and my tears and tears sometimes fill my eyes.
Oh, friend.
I love y'all.
We love
Even the ones that we want to fight.
It's okay. Look, we gonna fight you with love.
All my
Life I had to
fight.
fight. Miss Sophia.
We be reciting the color purple all day.
Child, that's a staple.